Right, so people that are just tuning in, we are doing a coaching session for Scrappy Fox, a silver Soraka. And it's Soraka Vayne versus Caitlyn Tom Kench. Is there anything in this game in particular you want me to analyze, or do you want me just to jump straight in?
Feel free to jump straight in. I feel like I did everything possible, and we still lost.
You think you played
So,
perfectly?
well, there's one bit where I know that I fucked up. But yeah, apart from that, I think I did like really well. So it'd be
Okay.
nice to know, like, if in my mind I think I did really well, but I didn't do well.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, and I know just like on one thing on the match history, there's one thing I want to talk about items with you as well. But
Yeah,
we'll
I
talk
suck
about.
at items. I just buy and I'm like,
Mhm.
I think this is good. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
we'll,
suck
we'll
at items.
we'll talk about that as the game goes on, I think.
Okay.
Invade. Quite slow to react on the invade there. Checking your Spotify list there, but you do make it out just in time. Okay. Shouldn't need to pull for Shaco.
Yeah, we did anyway.
Okay. Okay. Like from me playing with you when I was playing Vayne myself, I'm assuming this is no Bizzleberry Vayne. You played pretty well when we were doing our games, so
Yeah, maybe it's just like, I don't know,
we'll see.
consistency.
We'll see. Q landings are strong. You're hitting the minions, trying to get level 2. Get level 2. You take W, that's fine. Yup. I would probably just pass that heal over to the Vayne when you land that Q there. Just to give her a top up. Because it doesn't really cost you anything and you might not land another Q for a little while.
Okay. So is it a good idea to try and keep, instead of continuously poking all the time, if I land a Q, just heal my ADC?
Pretty much, when you land your Q, it's basically like you got a freebie heal. At this point, going into the lane, like here I was just about to say, and it kind of happened anyway, try and focus a bit more on Qs on Tom Kench rather than the Caitlyn, just because she'll outrange you.
Okay.
She's also further away, so your Q takes longer to fall down on the ground, so that will happen more often where you'll put yourself in a position to put down your Q, she'll auto-attack you, you'll dodge your Q, and then auto-attack you again.
Okay.
So it'd be better just to attack the, in this case, like the target that is more upfront, which will be the Kench most of the time.
Yeah,
And he won't be able to trade on you as much. Basically, the game here is just you want Q lands for the free heals. So yeah, like here, like that's I would say that it was really bad positioning from you there.
Yeah, usually, I mean, I try to focus on the tanks and stuff, because if you haven't got a tank, you can't engage.
Let's just look at this here, okay? Just see how Vayne's running the other way, you're running forwards, and then you're putting yourself in a situation here where you don't know where the enemy jungler is necessarily, so you're putting yourself into this unknown fog, so anything could come through here.
Okay.
Where you could easily get sandwiched in, and then also, if Kench decides to W in and engage, and say he goes to a roundabout here behind you,
Yeah.
you're kind of screwed, because then you'll get slowed by the Kench. So I think Kench here should be engaging on you here, because this is like you're way too far forward here.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and you do get traded on this bet, so yeah. The Vayne kind of goes kind of crazy here. What you can do is top up. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. You're doing the right things there. Yep.
Do you think?
Hmm?
Do you think so? I feel like I didn't do a good job in that little like fight, because I feel like I should have focused on Caitlyn first instead.
I think like you're not gonna necessarily get a kill here, either way. So basically, the priority is just get your Q Starfall rejuvenation buff.
Yeah.
On as easy as target as possible. So like it is a bit reaching to go. This is just it's a bit reaching to go for the Caitlyn still because of her high range. Like here, if I was you, I would just Q this Kench because he's right next to you and it's basically guaranteed Q land. And then go over, do W on the Vayne. At this point, because she's already gone quite deep anyway, I probably would just give her summon heal straight away too.
Yeah. Okay.
Just do the things straight away. Don't like hesitate. So yeah, you do the Q on the Kench. Could have been a little bit quicker, but it's W on the Vayne. So that's all you can do, and then summon a heal. Yeah. So, and you're doing the auto attacks, so you're fine there. They get away. Try not to overextend too much by yourself because she's going to be weak. The Vayne.
Yeah.
And then you're getting yourself into melee range of Kench here. So just chill. You can just do the Q. You can just back off a bit here and just do the Q on the Kench. You just need to get that rejuvenation buff.
Really greedy.
Yeah, there's no need to like overextend to hit the Caitlyn. I know it's like she's low and stuff, but just get the freebie Q and then top up. And the game here really with Soraka is you're just out healthing them.
Yeah. And
then you're making them suffer through that rather than actually necessarily looking for kills. It's just get Q buff, pass it on to your AD carry, get Q buff, pass it on to your AD carry, and then just get the Q the easiest way possible. Don't overreach for it. So just Q the Kench here and then just back off. Don't take any damage yourself and then heal up the Vayne and you basically just get net profit and health.
Okay.
So you can see like just from the QW, like you're out healthing them, but you could out health them even more than this, I think.
No, that makes sense. I tend to like tunnel if I see like she's low health and I'm just like, I want to land the Q and I want to kill him. I think that's where part of my problem is, because I just go too far.
Yeah, that's fine. Like if there was something like, I would say like don't do that if there was like a jungler like Nunu or Rammus, because you would have to hold that, but doing E-poke there is fine.
Okay.
You might be able to, I haven't played against a Tom Kench for a really long time, but you should, be, like when he's doing that animation to engage in with the Abyssal Dive, the W.
Oh, silence out of it?
I think you could probably silence him during the channel and it probably will cancel it.
Okay. Oh, yeah, like during the channel, yeah.
Yeah, when he's like about to go underwater kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then pass over the W. Like that, yeah, okay, yeah, you did it, okay. So you just want to keep doing that and see like how healthy you guys are now compared to them. And that's what it should be like. Yeah. And then you just want to make sure you have, the only way you guys die now is this area here.
Jungle, oh, okay.
Yeah, so like a jungler coming down, that's like, because you're going to be pushing in a lot now. You don't want these guys to recall. You're probably not going to get a kill here because of the Vayne, but you want them to suffer under tower as much as possible. Maybe try and get a plate. But the only way you're going to die is by like lack of vision here. So you want to try and communicate that with your AD carry if they have a ward. Or, yeah. There's no wards coming. There's a ward coming up for you soon, so I would like to see like ward that area.
Okay.
Yeah, another good Q. Your Q landing is generally pretty good. Yeah, so you do have that trinket ready now, I think. Yeah, so you do have the trinket ready. You do, as soon as that's ready, you want to make sure this area is covered.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, I absolutely hate that pathing though. Do you see why?
I'm just catching up on the stream. It's like a little bit delayed.
Right.
So you don't like me going back through the
No,
river?
no, because it's usually literally by yourself. There's no way that Vayne can help out. I know they're low, but like you don't know what's around the corner. Like you don't know where the jungler is. If this was a full health jungler right now, I think you have to like use flash. Like no reason for doing this pathing. As I said, you just want to suffocate them under tower. You're not going to get a kill.
So what would you have suggested I do?
Like ward the brush and just go back into lane. Just carry on what you're doing.
Instead of going like through, just
like go up to here, ward this brush, the tri brush, and just come back into lane normally, safely.
Okay.
And then just keep harassing and making their life miserable. Because if you're doing stuff like this, you're just putting yourself in like an extreme overextended position. Like here, you're acting like you're you're the here you're acting like you're in a Zed that's level 6 from mid, come roaming down from mid and doing a gank play, which is obviously not what you are. Like if you were Zed level 6, this would be great because you might get some kills. There's nothing you can do here as Soraka. All you're doing is putting yourself in a dangerous position for like no reason whatsoever. So yeah,
I don't know if we get the kill actually, but no, I do agree. It's very silly.
It's a pretty nice route overall. Yeah, so you do get the kill. Yeah, I'd still would say like don't get into the habit of this. If this was like gold or plant like you want to be, like you see Hecarim's just right around the corner here, for example. Like you don't want to put yourself in these kind of extreme vulnerable situations here. Because like that Caitlyn shouldn't have died, to be honest.
No, I agree.
Let's see, you had to use your flash there. So like that could have been like Caitlyn doesn't die, and then you've just had to use your flash for free. Okay, so think of it like that, okay? But yeah, now you just want to push in this bit and then just reset as quickly as possible. Okay, good reset timing. What are we buying? Boots, Fairy Charm, Control Ward. Okay. Okay, okay, I don't like that.
What did I do?
You put a Control Ward in the Dragon Pit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember you saying, like, don't put control wards in the pit because it's, like, it's not beneficial, really. But I still kind of do it anyway because I like to have the permanent vision.
Right, okay, so... you will always be able to get a good feel whether or not the enemy team is doing a dragon or not.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a feel of like, oh, enemy bot lane aren't in here, or like enemy mid laner and jungle are missing, haven't shown for a little while. And usually you're gonna have some sort of vision anyway roundabout in the river to give an indication like, okay, they're moving over to do dragon. You don't need a ward in the pit to know that they're doing dragon.
I feel like sometimes the jungler can solo the dragon, so sometimes you might not know.
Yeah, yeah, but like you will generally get a feel like I'd say like 90% of games you will get a good feel whether or not the enemy team's doing dragon. I'd say like having a control ward in the pit, yes, okay, it tells you whether or not. Now that's loud from the Marvel sponsorship. Thank you for whoever did that. Much appreciate. Thank you very much. Flora, thank you. It's much better that you have a controller to enable your jungler to be able to do stuff for ganking your lane if you need. Like Tri-Brush is like 95% of the time, it's just Tri-Brush. You're whacking a Tri-Brush and then it will just enable your jungler to come down. If you find yourself going towards mid for whatever reason, you could put one in like around mid lane just to support them in terms of like, so they can have a bit more freedom in terms of mid lane stuff. But like most of your games, especially at your elo and like even up until like Plat, Emerald, 95% of the time, the first control ward that you have, you're putting in your own Tri-Brush. Just so that your jungler can just come down. Because the amount of times, even at the limited time that I've played jungle, it's really frustrating if the bot lane doesn't have a control ward in the Tri-Brush. Because it means like, then I have to put my own oracles. And if there is a ward there, then I've just had to clear that out and now I have to go away because now the enemy team know that I'm down there. And now I can't really do a move on there. So it's just really good just to have for everyone to know that not only can you see in that Tri-Brush, but also you know that the enemy don't have vision there. So then it means that, you know, your jungler can move up, a bit more freedom in terms of being able to be a bit more anonymous on the map. Because if you put a control in the dragon pit, you say, okay, they don't have necessarily vision in the pit, but they could still have a ward in the river to see the dragon, and then you're not really giving your team that much information apart from the fact that enemy team are definitely not doing dragon. But it's not giving any intel in terms of everywhere else kind of on the map in terms of where you're allowed to move and where the enemy is, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
Also, it's really expensive. Like 75 gold is quite a lot early on.
Yeah.
Just to dump in there and not really get much value from it.
Yeah, okay.
Like if you ever were that concerned about the enemy team doing dragon, you just put a trinket ward over.
Okay.
Yeah, this is paying up fine. Yeah, like okay, you now know like Hecarim's down bot side and ward's gone. But it's like this is also what happens as well. It's like, okay, they're doing dragon, but even more so this season, because it's like if they know, for example, Shaco is topside doing grubs, most of the reactionary thing that the enemy jungler will do is just go Drake anyway. So like if you're seeing your jungler doing grubs, you're gonna be at least expecting that the enemy team are doing dragon because they probably know that your jungler is doing grubs anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like you can make like the guesswork like, okay, well my jungler's top side anyway, I can't really do anything bot side, we just have to play it a bit more defensively because my Shaco's up top and they're probably looking to do dragon anyway, so we just have to play defensively on this side of the map. So like that's another reason why like that ward is just like not valuable.
Yeah, there's nothing we could do anyway.
Whereas just having the ward here, for example, just, you know, helps a little bit in terms of information, see if they're coming down looking for a tower dive or whatever.
Yeah, okay.
Here as well, like, it's a bit iffy because you know they're on dragon. Because you did see them with the ward, so try not to encourage this Vayne too much in terms of going crazy to back pings and stuff, because they will come down bot side if they find you
I do
overextended.
eventually tell her, I think. I think I do.
Like with that announcement as well, there's, yeah, that announcement going off and then Vayne still going into it is kind of nuts. Because Hecarim could very easily have been around the corner. And she dies for it as well.
This.
Yeah, it was... I would be very against going into this anyway, because the Hecarim should be probably like here at this point.
Yep.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that's on you at all.
No, I didn't want to do that. Vayne would just go in ham.
I like that you reset. What are we buying? We are buying titty boots. Good. Okay. Let's just, okay.
What did I do?
Okay.
What happened? Oh, this. Okay, going like that deep.
Yeah, it's a bit much. This,
No,
like,
yeah,
I think
agree.
you just settle with just putting a normal ward in this banana brush here.
Yeah.
Like, that was really, really, really deep stuff.
Yeah, I agree. That was too much.
You look lost.
When I was in there, I was like, I shouldn't be here. But
Yeah.
I want vision. I like to go like deep and get vision.
I think at this point here, it's like you put a ward in this banana brush. I like to call it banana brush.
Yeah, it's not necessary to go that deep.
Roughly where my cursor is, just so that you can get more vision.
Okay.
And then it's like there's a little fight happening in the mid lane. See if you can maybe chuck in a heal or whatever, and then go back. Maybe go back and clear out this control that you probably saw in the dragon pit. Yeah, you don't need to go on a little adventure there.
Okay.
Yeah, because that is... It's kind of wild. It's not like the greatest ward either, because it's like you can see like Hecarim is going to be on bot side of the map, but I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that kind of ward. They won't be able to spot it though.
Do you not like wards on like the jungle objectives, like as in?
It's more important in that regard against like an Evelyn, because she's always just going to be stealth until she's doing jungle camps. So that's literally the only way you can really kind of find where she is. It's just that a lot can change from when he's doing the wolf camp. I would say like putting in the blue buff area might be better. It's slightly more likely that it will get cleared out because junglers might be a bit more prone to oracles their blue buff. Make sure it's like they're not going to get invaded on or something.
Yeah, sure.
They're not likely to oracles the wolf camp.
Yeah.
It's just that
I think, yeah, for Hecarim it's more likely to be beneficial to have it on the blue buff, because then he will just come straight down and we've got at least a little bit of time.
I think it's just like if you can get like if you want to do like a deeper ward, I think having like one around here is better, just because it gives you more pathing angles to see where someone is going, whereas here it's not completely obvious where they're necessarily going to be going into next, because they could either like go around and towards mids, or they could be going into bot. Whereas if you have a ward here, you can see quite easily like whether or not they're going to go towards mid or bot side if they end up pathing down into like this kind of avenue. And it gives you enough vision to see that they're doing blue buff. Or if they like you turn away and do like Gromp or whatever, then you know the even deeper blue side.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just really, really deep for someone as squishy as Soraka just to go that far. I'd be very uncomfortable.
Okay, yeah.
I'm assuming you clear out this control one, yeah. Okay. Yeah, just as always. I think, yeah, so I think actually in this lane, you kind of do want to save your silence just for that Tom Kench engage. I was only just kind of thought that like as we went through it.
Yeah, I think I did realise actually.
But yeah, it's kind of an unusual one. Probably shouldn't be fighting against Tahm Kench too much on bot lane, but if there is a channeled thing that you can silence, do keep it for that. And also you don't need, as I said before, you kind of still trying to queue this Caitlyn. Like if she is like nearer, that's okay, but like generally it's going to be the Tahm Kench.
Oh, do you think like still at this point, even though it probably won't do a whole lot, it's better to still poke the Tahm Kench? Because like in my mind,
you just want
like
your Q isn't really going to do a huge amount of damage, especially when you're leaving at one point early on. It's just literally for the rejuvenation buff if someone needs a top up. If no one really needs a top up, you don't even really have to even move up for a Q.
Okay.
You're just playing like you just honestly, I think even at like 10 minutes in this game, I'd say like your positioning is a little bit too aggressive. You want to not be the one being focused, just so that you can just spam heal.
I tend to do that a lot, is like walk forward and try to be too aggressive.
Yeah, you could just need to be side by side at this point, or like behind the vein. I don't think you should overreach and extend for too many Qs. Like there, for example, like you've probably already got Mana Flow Band fully stacked at this point. You can get gold quite easily from the minions. You're only getting a tiny bit extra from doing the poke on enemy champions. No one on you or the Vayne didn't really need healing here, so you can just kind of just chill. Really, they're the ones that kind of need to do the move, and you just every time you kind of almost like push forward to do that Q, you're putting yourself in a position where you could get jumped.
Okay.
So you just chill at this point, especially when you're scaling. You're playing with a Vayne and you're scaling, so
yeah. Okay.
they're the ones that need to be the aggressors here. Okay. Okay, let's see how you handle this. So yeah, if you had summon a heal at this point, like as Hecarim's coming down, you would just pop that for movement speed, even though you wouldn't need healing.
Yeah.
But you don't, it's 10 seconds on cooldown, unfortunately. Okay, so you have everything up. Let's see what you do. I think the silence is fine. Yep. And then you just want to top up the Vayne. Yeah, block that. Yep. Okay, that's fine. I don't like her that she's going back into that.
No.
Just wanted to be chill. Don't stand like in front of the Vayne at this point. Just like chill and relax. Okay, good. Ordered the try. Nice Q land, and then you're passing of the W and just catching back up on HP. Okay, let's go back into this. I want to watch this like half speed, and then I want to talk about stuff.
Okay.
Let's play at normal speed. That's all fine. Yeah, I think it's just a little bit more urgency on using your abilities. I don't say like much would have changed, but I want to see you being more like urgent using your buttons. Like it's okay to press the heal sooner and stuff like that. But the silence there, not sure what that was about. That looked like a misclick to me.
Which one?
There's one on the tri brush just now that just happened.
Oh, I thought maybe they were gonna come and pass through to like get Shaco, so I thought I'll silence them just in case.
Yeah, they weren't really that close, but yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
I think that could have
Looked
been
like a
just
misclick.
Q or something.
Yeah. So here, you're getting jumped. As soon as you see this Hecarim, you're literally just popping summon a heal instantly. It's a shame you don't have silence to it. So Vayne's playing into this. Hecarim's gone into the brush, but I think you pop ulti like soon. Don't hold it, just use it, just in case. Because everyone's pretty low anyway, and you're gonna have to use it anyway. And then did you give Shaco summon heal at the very end there?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think just use the button sooner.
Okay.
Just don't hold on to heal. Don't hold on to ulti. So when the fight's breaking out, just press them.
I didn't think it was worth to try and save Vayne at that point because I'd already flashed out and there was 3
Well,
there.
yeah, it was a horrible fight. I don't think much would
Yeah.
have changed, as I said before that. Like, I don't think
Okay.
much would have changed. It's just like, you got to get in the habit of just
Yeah, just like if there's a
pressing
team
the
fight,
buttons.
just press,
Yeah.
do them all, and then yeah, I agree.
That's cool. Yeah, you could probably help pushing this next wave and then reset. I would reset here. I wouldn't stay. You just help push in the wave for Thane, and you're not going to be able to do anything around this dragon objective by yourself. You really just need to go back, get the war charges back in, and go spend your money. You're literally in 1,800 gold right now. You should have reset once you help Thane push in the lane, and then it's like odds of her like messing up are quite low.
Okay.
So yeah. So just reset. Like, you should holding 1.8k gold is giga illegal. Okay.
Yeah, I try not to. Usually.
Yeah. I think early on here, I think you're just a little bit too hyper focused on dragons as well. You're over caring about that. You just gotta let the Vayne die there, yeah. And then you really need to reset. Just reset. Just give the dragon. You've already lost your 80 carry. Yeah. So yeah, you're caring too much about this dragon, like the dragons in general. Like, if they go, they go. But like, you just lost your 80 carry. You're sitting on 2,000 gold. There are already 4 people around that. Your mid lane is not moving. Just reset. Just don't even. If Shaco wants to Q smite steal this, whatever, let him.
Yeah, let him.
But there's nothing here that you can literally do in a situation to like help. So just reset. Go spend your gold. Come back into the lane again with Vayne, like properly, with your item power spike, and then just take the game on from there. Just don't overforce on these situations that aren't looking great, because your team's doing pretty well. You're 11-5 right now. You're winning. But this, to me, is just like, there's no need, because you might end up dying it too if they jump over the wall, which honestly they could have probably just popped you there.
Yeah,
And also you trying to like Q steal it and stuff. It's like all this cutesy kind of stuff. It's like, you just need to play
yeah, just like
a bit smarter.
Stop it. Yeah.
Yeah. But none of this is like necessary. Like, it's nice that your team did well coming from that fight, but honestly, your team should have got right. I think it's because Camille came down and she's fed.
Yeah.
But you could have ulted from base as well. Like,
yeah, sure.
did your team even get the dragon?
Did we?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, so Shaco did the Q steal. Just let him, yeah, so he did it. Honestly, that would have been a win in this. If he died from that and getting the Q, I would say that would have been a win.
Yeah.
But you need to please reset at some point, Scrappy. Please. Please. Scrappy, please. Already. I don't know.
What's wrong with me?
Yeah, and then you're just hanging around here. You don't need it. Like, you're adding 5 damage to this turret. I'm assuming you reset finally after this wave, right?
I hope so.
Yeah, okay. So you're sat on 2,500 gold, Scrappy.
Don't.
Okay. Alright, let's see what first item that you buy.
Okay.
It's an Ardent Sensor. Please tell me why you buy an Ardent Sensor first
For
item.
Vayne?
Yeah.
No?
Okay, so
Speedy?
have you ever heard of me using the multiplier thing for 80 carries?
What?
The analogy? So when you're buying an Ardent Sensor, okay, you got to treat it like the multiplication sign, okay?
Oh, I've got this calculator, so...
You know what the
Sorry.
multiplier sign is, right?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so early on in the game, Vayne's damage is going to be like low, right?
Uh-huh.
As the game goes longer, imagine her number is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger.
I see. So there's no point me buffing her attack speed like at this point, right?
No, there is not. Because you're buying it first item, and stat-wise, it's not exactly like the best either. You should honestly, right now, you should honestly be buying like Moonstone first item every single game on Soraka. Like, she's one of the, I think her and maybe Sona benefit from it like the most in the entire game. Like, not buying a Moonstone here, I should probably just send you straight to League jail already.
No, I don't want to go to jail. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll buy Moonstone. That's fine.
After
No, it
that,
does make sense though. Like, yeah, carry on.
so after that second item, then it's like more of a freedom item. You can go like Redemption, Stuff, Flowing Water, Ardent Sunzer.
Mhm.
But like Moonstone, you have to buy that first item on Soraka.
Okie
I don't think there's any like leeway around. It's just too good on her, and the healing. Like when you're spamming the W's, once you hit like level 9 with 5 points in W, it's pretty crazy, the healing. So yeah, not having that is giga illegal.
Okay.
Yeah. Like even if you had like let's say you had like a Kindred and a Vayne and like I don't know, and another like 3 auto attackers on your team, I'd still go Moonstone first, then like Ardent second. It's just like Ardent like earlier is just not great at all, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think I really struggle with items because I don't know. I don't know why. I just do. But that makes sense.
And to Eden in the chat, even if Vayne was 5-0, like Moonstone is so good on Soraka, I still wouldn't even bother. Just get the like you get Ardent in like around about 21, 22 minutes probably. Anyway, so yeah, you just chill until then.
Okay.
Okay, and then you buy a Fairy Charm. Okay. So yeah, like the next kind of like part of that would be like Moonstone, and then I'll be trying to pick up like a Forbidden Idol. But like next, in terms of going in component-wise, just to get the extra more healing from that too. Okay, going into mid. Okay. I'm gonna play this through and you just tell me the one thing that you should be doing and that you're not doing.
Okay. Healing?
Yeah. So you know what the rejuvenation buff gives, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What does it do?
It gives you like double heals.
What else does it do?
I don't know. The rejuvenation buff?
Yeah.
It costs less mana for me.
What else does it do?
Slows? I don't know.
That's the start goal. The rejuvenation buff that you get from when you're landing a Q, it gives people movement speed as well.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So like here, the Zyra needed a little bit of a top up anyway, and you just landed your Q, so you should be doing that anyway. But B, she's also chasing, so it's like also movement speed as well, towards to help chase this Kench a little bit too, potentially.
Yeah, okay.
But you should always just be doing, you just always do it. Just, when you land a Q, always do it. Always.
Okay.
Always. Q,
okay.
W, Q, W,
okay.
Q, W, Q, W.
Q, W, Q, W.
Okay. Okay, now you're doing illegal things. Okay, so like...
Can't see.
You can't see? Can't see the illegality? The war crimes that you're committing?
Too far.
Yeah, like there's no way that you're going to be solo catching this Kench out. Like the Zyra's given up. She's like choosing to hit the ward instead. The chase is over at this point. Just let him go. Don't go into the unknown here. Yeah, like you just need to, honestly, as Soraka at like 6 minutes ago, you just don't play. You're not in the front ever again. That's it. Your moment of shining and poking was like level 1 to level 4, really, kind of. After that, you're backseat healing. You're the ambulance at the football match, just like waiting for something to happen on the pitch, and then you come out onto the field and then you do stuff. There's no reason for, like, you don't drive the ambulance out on the football pitch before like nothing's happened, right?
Okay.
All right, that's what you're trying to do right now. Okay.
Okay. I'm driving the ambulance onto the football pitch and running over the players.
Exactly. Yeah, kind of. Like that. That's oof. Catch. And you're running into... Okay, alright. I have so many questions with this pathing. Okay. Like, once again, you're going into the front. I can get it because, like, you're kind of wanting to ward and no one else is here around. But, like, I think if you suspect that they're doing an objective, right, look where your jungler is.
Yeah.
Okay. Because if your jungler is nowhere near, there is absolutely zero chance you get the objective anyway, right?
I just want a ward.
You need to learn just to go like, okay, well, they've got the dragon. That's fine. I will go away and be safe, right?
Okay.
And, like, there's nothing that you can do in your kit that is going to interrupt them from doing Herald, right? Nothing.
I could queue it.
Yeah, that would be really bad. That would be another big crime. So you're getting hit by here, that kind of sucks. Kind of face checking into objectives where you don't have any possible priority over. And then, not only that, hold on, another Marvel thing came through. Thank you, Void. Thank you for hitting level 7 and Marvel Strength Force. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. So yeah, just after you get hit by the Yasuo ulti, you, like, the safest play, like, after you get hit by something like this, the first thing you should be thinking about is safety. Like, where can I go to safety, right?
Yeah.
Safety does not mean run into where they were just doing, literally just doing the objective where the enemy jungler is. Okay? Yeah. That's the no-no. You should have already been running diagonal back towards your side of the map.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing you could have done there. Like, that also, you kind of, honestly, I'm going to say this, you kind of baited Zyra into this whole thing anyway. Like, trying to fight over Herald where you have no priority over whatsoever. Zyra's like, oh, I'm going to help this Soraka out. Oh, she got hit by Yasuo ulti, I will help her out. And then it's something like, oh, then she dies. And that's literally all your fault. And,
yeah.
and she had a 600 gold bounty, I think, on her head. So, yeah. So, yeah, you baited her to her death. See, this is what I mean with the ambulance and driving on the football pitch before, like, no one's injured.
Players.
Yeah.
I've broken her legs.
Yeah.
She can't play football anymore.
Anyway, you're playing back here now, that's just better. You're letting other people get focused. Q's kind of oof. But can you... Okay, Scrappy, what on earth are you doing here? It's just a mechanical disaster. Alright, let's just play this in half mode. Right, Camille's taking a bunch of the fours. Shaco's now switched. The Q kind of whiffs, so whatever, that happens.
Yeah.
W onto the Shaco is fine. You should be getting ready to ult very soon. Yeah, that's okay. Alright, and then you still got W, use the W, but then you... what's this flash? You land the Q, you're passing over to Shaco, right? Right.
Oh, the flash, yeah. I didn't want Hecarim to jump on me because I figured he would just kill me instantly.
I mean, he's not going to kill you instantly. I think you have a little bit of time to maneuver around it. But also, like, you get caught up and stay with it still. Like, to me, that's like, okay, you're flashing away, and you're saying, okay, I'm out of this fight, whatever, I'm just going to leave, right? But then you kind of bait yourself into staying because you landed the Q, you got the rejuvenation buff, and you're like, okay, now I must, like, heal the Shaco because he's still here. But, like, he has his own ways of getting out of crappy situations, so... Ideally, you would have analyzed the situation like, okay, this Hecarim is giga strong. I just lost my strongest player, the Camille. I need to kind of get out of the situation as quickly as possible. Which I think you did kind of identify. So the flash, like, in that regard is fine.
Yeah.
But then you went back in.
Yeah, I wanted to help Shaco.
Yeah, so I think you just gotta, yeah. I can see that completely. Especially because you landed the rejuvenation buff. But I think when you've already, like, dedicated to flashing out of the situation to try and, like, not have anyone else to die, yeah, then you just like, then you're done.
Yeah, just go.
If you wanted this fight to continue on, you probably wouldn't be flashing, you'd just be like running towards the Shaco. And then flash reacting maybe a little bit later on into the fight.
Okay.
So I think like flashing away, like analyzing like that, I think it's fine. You just gotta like then just go, okay, I've now flashed away, that's it. Like, I'm done here now.
Yeah, okay, I agree.
Okay, what I want you to start doing as well, ward in the middle of the lane.
Yeah, I do try to sometimes.
Should have been done then.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Also, it's obviously not ideal that you're finding yourself in your lane by yourself, but can't be helped in this situation. Yeah, again, like, I don't like these wards behind the wall. Unless, like, you know that they're on it, potentially, because it just feels like wasted vision. Like, the amount of vision you're getting from... Let me just put it to blue. It's just like, you're not getting anything there. I'd rather have, like... the ward like over the wall here, so you can see a little bit more into the river or whatever.
Yeah, like leading up to the
Yeah,
dragon,
like
not
you
on
just
the
if you
dragon.
can see that they're heading to dragon, that's enough information to tell you they're doing dragon, right?
Yeah, and to
Right.
be fair, I put a lot of effort into trying to get vision, and it never works out for the dragon.
Yeah, just don't. I would say just don't do this unless they are already on the objective. But no point putting walls over the dragon wall or the baron unless your team's looking to contest it. And then it's like they've already got the vision set up, so the only way you can is just to get to see the dragon is just to put one over the wall.
Uh-huh.
Apart from that, like there's no reason to ward the pits.
Okay.
Just wasted vision. It's a dead ward.
Yep, I agree.
Let's see what we're trying to do there, trying to root the Hecarim. But you gotta stop finding yourself in these situations though by yourself.
Yeah.
I think just pick someone that you feel like is strong with and just work with them and heal them through it.
Yeah.
This is awful. No. Okay, yeah, you messed up a little bit there. I don't think it would have helped too much though, but
Yeah.
if you're looking to stay into the fight there, I think Yasuo wins this 9 times out of 10 anyway. You land the Q there, you're still in W range there with the Vayne. Just deal with the Vayne, the W, and then just run away again.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would die there though. Okay. Yeah, so I think from what I've seen in like the last 3 minutes, you've just been kind of in a lane by yourself. And I think if you find that's happening a lot in a game, press tab, find out who's ahead. So like either the Zyra or the Camille.
And just stick with them.
And just yeah, literally just stick with them. Like choose which one that you ever think is doing like the best in the game. Really, I'd say this Vayne's been doing pretty bad, so don't bother with her for now. But like, just choose one of them. Generally, the more immobile they are, the better, just because you won't have to like go crazy in terms of trying to catch up with them. So I would say like in this case, I probably would be more inclined to stay with the Zyra rather than the Camille, especially when Camille's probably going to want to split push a bit more with the teleport anyway. So for me, it would be like Zyra, really. So just choose the Zyra, stay with her. If she rages at you for leeching XP or whatever, put her on mute and just carry on with your day.
Okay, yeah.
People will complain. Mid laners will complain that you're leeching.
Yeah, that's generally what happens.
But
like it deters me from doing it.
They will also complain that the enemy support's ganking more than you. Like, so they can't have it both ways.
People just complain about everything.
Yeah,
so
exactly. So just I would say at this point, like probably about after laning phase, press tab, work out who's really strong. If your AD carry has been not performing, then just stay with ideally one of the other solo laners, really. Because I think one of the issues why you guys are losing these fights as well is just because like you keep going in like one by one almost into a group of 3 or 4 of them. Like this Zyra is doing the exact same thing like right now, for example. Just literally just going into everyone on your team is doing that right now. And once again, you're finding yourself by yourself here and the bot lane. Just reset, just recall. You can't do anything here against the Yasuo. The only way Soraka can function is with other people nearby. So you just have to like recall. If Yasuo gets the tower, he's going to take the tower regardless if you're there or not. There's literally nothing he will kill you anyway.
Yeah, I thought maybe like if he like jumps on me and tower dives me, I could silence him and then like catch him under the tower and it would be super cool.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. So yeah, you honestly just think of it more like a Yuumi. Like you literally just have to like stay with someone. There's no point being out in the field by yourself. Just play with someone and then your power's amplified by crazy.
Okay.
Like you're standing in the lane here and it's just yeah, you just need to reset, recall, just pair up, get like full items, full health, pair up, choose someone to go with and then play from there. That ward's fine. Just need a ward in this middle of the lane. It doesn't have to be super deep, just like roughly as you're walking past here, roughly even where the caster minions hit. You just need a ward in this mid lane. That needs to be done. And yeah, You're staying with the Siren now at least, which is nice. And then you've wandered off again. Please don't wander off too much. Come back. Come back. Come back, Scrappy. Come back. No. There's it, and then the Zara gets caught, right? Nope. Yeah. Okay, so it's unlucky, but it is a trend that I'm noticing a lot where you're so hyper fixated on vision, especially getting like trying to be smart with your vision, that this literally 2 seconds later the person that you're with gets jumped and then dies. That's happened probably like 3 or 4 times this game. Just be really, really careful about that. I would say that you two there were pretty deep anyway. Pretty of a desperate play out of nothing. But like that's been happening a lot where it's like
I go for vision and
you were with the Zara and it's like you went really deep for vision and then you look back and then Zara's then getting jumped. So just be careful. You don't have to go super deep with vision all the time. Like usually deeper vision is better when you're ahead. Now you should probably feel like at this point of the game state like you guys are behind. So just focus more on just getting like kind of the defensive flanks are sorted out.
Yeah.
And then progress building up from that, rather than just jumping straight into deep vision.
Professor Olsen has added one to the berry bush. Professor Olsen gifted a tier 1 sub to Marcraft.
Hey Professor, thank you very much for the gifted sub. Welcome to the berry bush, Marcraft. That's very kind of you, Professor. Thank you.
Majester joined the berry bush.
Hey Majester, thank you very much also for the resub. Thank you very much. What items are you on right now? I think you're going to redemption second item, didn't you? Yeah, so just make sure you get that moonstone in first item and then you'll be fine, I think.
Yeah, I'll remember that.
Yeah, okay, why? Can you explain this one for me, please?
The items?
No, this ward.
Oh, okay. Because it's on the Baron. And they might do the Baron.
Can you think of any reasons why this is a bad ward? And I want you to give me at least 2.
Well, it's first of all, it's not good that I'm going that deep without any like prior knowledge of who's there. But I think it's not a good ward because, as you stated previously, you don't need to have vision on the objective, and it needs to be in a place where you can see them if they're going to come and do the objective. Yeah? Is that correct?
Those one of the most important ones. I think they're slightly valid, the ones that you gave. So having a vision on Baron when you're behind is fine. I wouldn't do it with a control ward though.
Okay.
So when you're behind defensively, you want to have control wards like more in areas where you know you're going to be able to move up safely in order to challenge for the objective. Okay. So step 1, this shouldn't be a control ward.
Yeah.
You should only put a control ward in the pit if you're like doing the Baron, or have control over the Baron in terms of like so that you know that the enemy can't see you doing it, right? Number 2, you're putting a control ward down in the Baron pit. Why did you put it there when you're blue side?
That's a bad idea.
Do you know why that's a bad idea?
Because like they can just kill it from behind.
Behind the wall, exactly.
Yeah.
So if they decide to put a ward in the river, it's like, oh, I can kill this ward super duper safely by just hitting it from the other side of the wall, right? Okay.
Yeah, that's bad. I agree.
So yeah, I mean, like those are the 2 big ones. So if you're playing defensively, control wards need to be in areas where leading up to the objectives so that you can get there safely when it actually does happen. And don't ever put a control ward on like the backside. The only case where that you would maybe put a control ward in the pit at the back is like Ocean Drake, when there's that little brush at the back of Dragon Pit.
Yeah.
And then you can put the ward over. Like you could maybe put one there, but even that is kind of like feels kind of yucky to do. So don't
Alright.
ever winningly put a control. Also, that's like giving you like no vision either of the river again. So you got the
Yeah.
you got to stop with these wards in the pits. They're just literally just
Okay.
draining your resources for nothing.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Because like at least if that was a normal ward, a stealth ward.
Yeah. They wouldn't see it straight away.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You really need to choose a person to link up with here though. You've been
Yeah.
by yourself a lot. Honestly, the last 10 minutes you've just been by yourself. It feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah. And thank you very much to Biggie. Thank you for hitting level 7 of Multi Strike Force. Wanted to see they hit level 10 as well. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna watch this. Got distracted. I think silence is fine. Q miss, but it's like whatever. Just be really, really careful. I want you to look at your positioning here against another melee champion here, okay? I'm not going to
Yeah.
say anything. I just want you to like watch it and just acknowledge it.
Yeah, there's no need for me to be that close, right?
Yeah. You don't, well, like, especially if the hacker is being so scary. So yeah, just be wary about that on positioning.
Mhm.
Just be behind. I think that's the main theme. Is just like be behind people
Yeah.
if you're able to. And Corvus, thank you very much for the 73 month
Corvus
resub.
_Red
Thank you.
main joined the berry bush. Bizzle, don't forget
Like
to
here.
set the homework.
Here,
Pepper.
it's fine. Alright, this is the first time that I'm going to say, well, okay, that's fine to put the ward at the back of the pit. You don't have priority over the objective. Dragons are literally just spawning, and you want to see if they're literally, like, in the pit getting ready just to pull it instantly. That is
Yeah.
absolutely fine. Okay? That is
Okay.
that's fine to do. Okay, freeze. I was waiting for it to happen and it did happen. What, do you know what we're seeing here?
I'm going too far forward.
Where should you be?
Behind Vayne, at least.
Pretty much, yeah. I'd say like on the same line as Vayne or slightly behind her. There's no reason why you should be standing in front of Zyra here.
Yeah.
Now you're acting like you're the tank.
Yeah.
Okay. You should just be behind here, getting ready to spam heal people up.
Like I
Yeah.
said, I don't know what's wrong with me. I just like I think that I'm like so much stronger and more aggressive than I am, and I just try and like bonk everyone with Qs and think it's gonna like win.
Just let them come to you. Do the Qs when they do on someone that's melee. Just get that free Q rejuvenation buff and then start spreading that like crazy on people.
Yeah. Okay.
And then doing your silence just to be annoying and then pressing your ulti when you need to.
Yeah.
And just summon a heal. Like it's just, that's all you kind of need to do here.
Mhm.
Because now you're having to spend a lot of time. What's happened there? Because you overextended forward. Now you're having to spend a lot of time focusing in terms of repositioning instead of
Yeah.
planning your abilities nicely, spamming your W. You're having to like focus on a lot of
Getting away.
a lot of APM here, which is actions per minute for people that don't understand. So like you're having to like click down, click elsewhere, click back, click down, and it's just like there's too much brain work required here when you don't even need to do that. You're making it much harder for
I don't have a lot
yourself.
of that either.
So yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Having a tasty cupcake, very nice. Yeah, you're kind of like stuck in terms of choosing between who to go for here. Good. I think, yeah, like you have ulti ready at this point. Let's just pop it. If you're like ever finding yourself kind of like stretched out between two different groups, just pop your ulti. Like here, especially when Shaco's that low, I would just be ulting, honestly.
Okay.
Get that healing straight away just in case anything comes down. There's no reason to hold it. Like quite a few people on your team like would benefit from the ulti heal at this point.
Yeah.
Don't need to hold it. And also like when you do have like Ardent and stuff, you don't forget you are giving everyone an Ardent Sensor buff when you do press your ulti.
Okay.
Or Sulfur Flame Water or whatever. You can't go for this objective now since Chico's dead. Just play behind. You're doing better here now playing behind now that the fight's losing. But yeah, you're the last one. So that should be the ideal case where you're like the last one alive, but then you need to stop. Then need to be careful here. I don't want to see you getting caught now. You should identify, like, you probably should just reset.
Oh,
if you die here, that is so dumb.
No.
Sorry. But that is like, you've just literally by yourself, okay? I think this is the epitome. You are playing someone really squishy.
Yeah.
I want you to constantly get in your head that when you're playing Soraka, past like level 3 or 4, you're absolutely garbage by yourself. But as soon as you're with someone else, like, you're really strong, right?
Okay.
In terms of like healing pressure. There's nothing that you can do right now. Absolutely nothing you can do. Just go back, go get some items, go replenish your wards, come back out into the field, and then start building defensive vision if possible, leading up to a key objective that's still up, like the Baron here in this case.
I am the football. I am useless without the feet.
You said it, not me. But yeah, this is the issue. I don't know why I thought this would happen, but yeah, this is exactly why. This would happen a lot more in high elo games. Just the way that you keep playing by yourself almost. So yeah. I think the aggressiveness in lane was fine for the first few levels, but you really need to switch into your brain like past like 6-7 minutes. You gotta go, okay, passive time for now the next 20 minutes.
Only heal.
Yeah, well, you can key the Q bonk just to get the rejuvenation buff on someone that's overextended or whatever, but don't put yourself in bad situations in order to do it, right?
Don't go first.
Yeah, most of the time when I'm playing Soraka, it's just like, let the AD carry do the soaking of the damage, and then you get the easy rejuvenation buff and you just heal them back up.
Yeah.
Like here, for example, you can't do this.
Oh yeah, going that far. Yeah.
That you literally, like, you gotta build up vision bit by bit as you go into an objective. You're literally skipping steps here. Just don't get caught. Please don't get caught. As soon as you know they're in the area and you're by yourself, just back up. You gotta respect that. It's like, for me, it feels like you think that you're like some sort of giga high tank, high assassin, like, relax. Relax. That's nasty. Good redemption use. You do need to look at thinking about going back. Yeah, just top someone up and then just recall. That's fine. Don't step. What are you doing?
I can't see what am I doing. Oh right.
Yeah, don't W there and recalling's fine. Why are we going back in? There's nothing you can. How? How are you helping?
Let's see.
Also, I think you did a panic control wall on the ground there too.
Oh, did I?
I think so, yeah.
God.
Because now your tempo's off. Like, if you did the reset when you did, you probably would be with the Vayne and this Zyra right now, rather than in base. Huh, she died to wolves. Yeah, just heal. Just stay back and heal. 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 Good. Try and get a ward in the middle of the lane to see rotations even when you're playing defensively here. Just get one here to see like how far, if they're going to keep pushing in or if they're going to split off to do Baron. Okay. I haven't seen that from you the entire game, so I know I mentioned it a lot. You've forgotten.
Yeah.
Wards in the mid lane. Number one priority in terms of vision. If you really care about vision, that should be the most important thing on your list.
Yeah.
Finding yourself by yourself again. Soraka solo farming.
I feel like no one cared about this top lane, and it was like just coming in, and no one was bothered.
You just need to find someone to basically Yumi attach yourself to and just don't stick with them for the entirety of the game. Like, you're missing out on fights here that are happening all the time. I feel like you've missed out on like 75% of the fights that have happened.
Yeah.
Like, they're not necessarily good fights, but you should be like there for the
No.
majority of them. Brush of Doom. Face checking that one. Yeah, I don't think we're probably going to get much more now from this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so... Quite interesting watching you play alone and then comparing it to when we were playing for the Vayne Challenge.
Yeah.
Because... Like, honestly, playing with you felt quite good when you were on Soraka.
Yeah.
I think it was also because I was always Giga overextended anyway. Like, you literally were... It was nearly impossible for you to be frontline anyway. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
I think it fit my playstyle really well because I wanted to be overextended and I want to go aggressive.
Yeah, I think that's like super abnormal though. Like,
Yeah.
the way watching you in a normal Sudoku game is like you're trying
just-
to do everything
Yeah,
and you're
I
doing
tried
nothing.
to like ping all the vision and like command all the lanes and like be everywhere, and like I can't do that. I just need to like pick someone, sit back, heal, don't overextend, be smart about vision and not overextend for it.
Yeah, I think the most important thing I want you to get in your head is like once you've got like level 3, level 4 done, I want you to play way more passive.
Okay.
I think your damage numbers are okay early.
Yeah.
But past that, it's like once you're already starting putting like 2 points in W, you're not maxing any more damage. Like that's it, right? I don't want you overextending for Q landing unless it's like a given for rejuvenation buff that you guys kind of like need.
Yeah.
I think if you,
Do you think,
honestly, if you
oh,
were to
go on.
play like a Giga, if you play complete opposite playstyle and just played Giga passive, like it'd be not as fun, but you probably hit plat pretty quickly, to be honest, I think.
Oh, do you think so?
Yeah, I think you just need to get out of, you just need to not be aggressive, like full stop. I want, like it's,
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know
do
if
you
you'll
think
find it
I should
fun.
Play someone else, or do you think I should carry on playing Soraka? Like, is that also something that I should do?
Honestly,
Look
right
at
now,
playing a different champion.
the problem is enchanters are going to be weak in next patch too.
Okay.
So you're going to be playing even more passive gameplay is actually going to be better for enchanters.
Yeah.
It's just not a good season for if you want to play an aggressive enchanter. I don't think it ever will be.
Yeah.
Like the old days of kind of like Nami bullying like enemy AD carries like crazier, those days are kind of gone now. It's much more like traditional MMO healing kind of style now, where you are playing backline. You're not looking to do out-trade enemy AD carries. You're there as a literal support rather than any form of extra damage or whatever.
Yeah.
So you do need to get into that mindset pretty quickly, even early in laning phase, that you do need to play more passively.
Yeah. Okay.
I think in terms of like other mechanical kind of things, like you weaving in auto attacks and stuff like that was really, really good. I could see like you are at a higher level when the fights are kind of breaking out in terms of knowing what you should be doing. I feel like you can be a little bit more urgent on your ulti and your heal. I don't want you to be complacent on that. That's one thing that you can easily do in Soraka is like wait a little bit too long for your ulti and then it's like then you use it just as they die. That can be a big problem.
Yeah. Okay. Just use stuff quicker.
Yeah. Itemization by Moonstone at the start. I think that will help you a lot and once you start entering that part of the game too.
Okay.
And yeah, the warding, just don't go too crazy for warding. Like don't go super deep.
Yeah, I feel like I do.
I think like a lot of the challenger, I don't know if you got like getting that information from like super high elo people. A lot of the super high elo supports like going ultra deep, giga deep wards, but you won't be able to utilize that at all, even in Diamond.
Yeah.
That's like for stuff where that's like your jungler using that information to get like a minute advantage elsewhere, maybe doing some counter jungling or something like that a lot of the time as well. Like none of your teammates will process that information at all, I don't think either.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
At this point, it's not worth like getting the deep vision when I should be focusing on like fundamental stuff instead.
yeah, so just keep
People will be able to be on par with.
Yeah, so just get the control word for your tri-brush. Use that as a way so your jungler knows that they can come gank bot side.
Mhm.
Don't just throw it down randomly in the pits. And also just like understand that if the enemy team is going for like the dragon on the bot side,
Yeah.
just first thing you need to do is look where your jungler is.
Yeah.
Because if your jungler's not even remotely close to the area, there's absolutely no point even thinking about doing that. And all you need to do at that point is just think, okay, if they do dragon, what they could do is they could come down the bot side and do it like a tower dive or do like a gank on us. So we need to like either prepare the wave in such a state where like if we're able to shove it out, then we can do and then reset so that they can't, we won't be there to be ganked.
Yeah.
Or you have like, or you have like vision set up so like you are waiting for that inevitability of potentially being tower dove or ganked in the lane or whatever like that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I think that's like should be your only concern if they're doing dragon. And you can always, you can generally tell a lot of the time if they're doing dragon. If your jungler is doing grubs on top side, the odds of them then doing dragon either at the same time or in like the next 30 seconds is incredibly high.
Yeah.
So you just need to be like prepared for that. Like they're probably going to be at dragon soon. So we are playing weak side. As soon as your jungler's top side, you're playing weak side and you just need to play in the mindset of more defensively as well.
Okay.
Other than that, like, oh yeah, keep that mid lane warded.
Yeah. Yeah.
Other than those like kind of like 5 points, I think you are a good player. You just need to not be so aggro.
I'm not playing correctly for the champion that I'm playing. I'm playing way too aggressively. Like.
Yeah, you are. I think like you could probably get away with a little bit of this playstyle back 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Times have changed, unfortunately, for supports. And yeah, the damaging enchanter supports aren't a thing anymore. So
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you got any questions or anything?
I don't think so. I think you pretty much covered everything.
Okay.
So yeah, thank you very much.
Out of curiosity,
really appreciate it. Yeah.
you know, you said you thought you thought you played perfectly apart from one thing.
No, I didn't say perfect. I didn't say perfect.
What was the one thing that you thought you messed up on the most?
the echo thing in the middle.
Okay,
you know, where he like jumps on me. Yeah. I thought that's what I mean. That's why this is really beneficial because in my mind, I played like really well. And obviously I didn't because I was overextending and I think that being aggressive is good. And like even though everyone dies, I'm like, it's not my fault. Like people need to just like do more damage and stuff. But no, I can like having it broken down like really helps me understand like what I'm doing wrong, and I think I can like super improve that. So yeah, thank you.
That's all right. I hope it helps.
It will. I'm sure it will.
All right.
I'll let you know when I'm diamond.
I'll be waiting.
Okay. Thank
In
you.
my next Sudoku game, I expect you to be inside there. All right.
Oh shit. All right. That's no pressure at all.
No. All right. All the best, Grippy. Take care. All the best.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.